Hey guys, Carey Hodsden PGA here at X Golf Chesapeake in Chesapeake, Virginia. I want to talk to you today a little bit about hand path. Where do our hands go when they go around our body, behind our body, when they go in front of us, and when they go through? Look, I'm going to do a couple of videos here in the not too distant future about the two really different types of golf swings, okay, that are out there in the ether right now, that people are trying to learn or other people are trying to teach. Okay, so for me, the two types of golf swings are one is more of an around type of golf swing with no arm lift really. It just kind of goes around your body and goes around your body back into the golf ball and is swung almost like a baseball bat is swung. This is the type of golf swing that people like Bobby Jones and Ben Hogan and like current tour players like Chad Campbell and there are a few other guys out there that kind of swing more around like that. And it's not a super popular way to swing, but I think it's a more efficient way to swing, probably a better way to swing if we can learn it. And then the other way to swing would be a swing that is more vertical, where you've got a lot of arm lift and then arm drop and hand drop to try to get the ball, the club, into the proper slot and your hands into the proper slot to make an approach to the golf ball that allows you to hit it in the center of the face. Okay, so hopefully you guys can hear me okay. I've got a new microphone here that we're trying out, trying to get the sound better for everybody. And then we've got some more new lighting coming, and we're going to get better and better and better as we continue to progress here. Also, if you decide that you have an interest, in the comments below, let me know what you think of what we're saying, as always, and I will read the comments and try to reply to you. But if you have a suggestion for a good name of our show here, we're kind of thinking about what we want to call it here in the future as it continues to grow and expand. Please understand that I have about 35 years of stuff stuck in my head here that I want to relate to you, and I'm going to work very, very diligently to get as much information to you as I physically can just over the next, the rest of this year and then far into the future. But I'm going to try to have, I'm hoping to have close to 300 small lessons, 5 to 15 minute lessons uploaded onto YouTube by the end of the year, by the end of 2025, because I just have so much that I want to share with you. And then we're putting a book together now as well on how I see the golf swing and what I'd like to see people be able to do. But for now, I'm just kind of giving you some heads up and some information for the future. Right now, I want to talk about the two different types of golf swings, and I want to kind of demonstrate a little bit what that kind of looks like, so that people can kind of get an idea of what I'm talking about when I talk about hand path. Because in each golf swing, your hand path is very, very different. The rotational golf swing versus the more vertical arm lift type of golf swing, which a lot of the modern players are doing right now. And your hand path is very, 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 very different on both. So I'm going to try to relate this to you for your type of golf swing right now. And then if you decide you want more information, contact me below or contact me directly at X Golf Chesapeake here. And we can open up a dialogue online and we can decide which direction you feel most comfortable with, whether it's more of an upright, modern type golf swing or a more around baseball type swing like Ben Hogan did. I'm more around. I think that what Hogan did was more correct than anything else and more repeatable once you learn it. So maybe a little bit tougher to learn it than the modern type of golf swing, but very much worth it. Okay, so the modern type golf swing kind of goes back here with a hand path. But let's say you've got about a fist between your crotch and the end of the club here. Okay, the butt end of the club. The modern golf swing goes back in this direction and kind of keeps the head of the club, I'm not going to call it hooded, but turned down a little bit. Okay, and then it flips up to the top. It goes vertical right here. Okay, and the arms leave the side, like your right arm leaves your side, and the club goes up to the top. Okay, And then the hand path on this particular golf swing, you got to remember, when you go back like this and you start to make your turn, your hands are still about a fist away from your right thigh, okay? So they're the same distance here, they're the same distance from your body here. Then they go up and separate from your body, okay? And what ends up happening is most people, once they go up, their first move is this way, and so they come over, okay? And then they try to say, oh, I'm over, what do? I gotta throw this thing down, I gotta get my hands close to my body again so that I can make contact with the golf ball the way I addressed it, okay? Most of that leads to a over-the-top move that comes down and across the golf ball over here, flips up, okay? And the golf ball gets pulled or pushed and slices almost inevitably, okay? And then if somebody's got really fast hands, then they'll do the same type of thing. They'll go here, they'll go up, right? And they start going over here, and then they got a problem. They know they got a problem, so they try to throw it down. And if they try to throw it down and their left side breaks down, then they're gonna hit a pull hook because their whole left side just completely breaks down as it's dominated by the right side coming over. All right, so your hand path on the modern swing, when you go back here and you start to go up, the first thing that needs to happen is as you make this shift, we'll call it a transition, you're making a shift here to get your weight over to the left side, which is very, very popular, this lateral move right now. So when you make this shift, your hands have to get back down all the way, okay, to a fist again, away from your legs or your crotch, okay? They have to get down there. If they don't, if it goes this way first, man, you are screwed. You cannot hit the ball from there, okay? Not consistently, all right? So your hand path's gonna go here, it's gonna go up, you make your lateral move and your hands come back down as you start to turn, okay? That's where your hand path is gonna go for the modern swing. Once that happens, hopefully you're coming back down, you're turning, and you turn all the way through, okay, over here, and notice how I've still got a fist away from my legs here on this side, and then the club goes up to the top. So it comes down in here, we shift our weight, it gets close to our body again, it does not go this way, and then we rotate all the way over here, okay, and then it goes up. One thing about the modern swing you're going to see a lot right now, and like guys like World Class Golf and some other guys that teach out there, which they have very, very good information, and they're exactly right. A lot of people are doing that type of swing right now, this type of swing that I just showed you. And when they go through, when they come down and they go through the way I'm showing you, they get over here, and oftentimes their club is flipped up like this, and then they finish, okay? So they get over here, and their hand, they flip through like this, and their left hand breaks down right after impact, and then they go around and come up like that. I don't think that this is the most efficient way to hit the golf ball. I don't think it's a bad way. I mean, I've done it, and I've been successful with it. But I think the more efficient way is more the baseball swing way. So let's talk about the hand path for the more rotational swing that goes around like Ben Hogan. Okay, so what guys that believe in this method do, okay, is they're getting this wrist started almost immediately. Okay, they're turning here, getting this wrist started, and creating this angle, and then they're turning around themselves in this manner. Okay, so the golf club is already low, much lower than this. You know, there's a lot less room for error here. Okay, and I'm still close to my body right here. Okay, which makes it very, very easy once I recenter here and start my rotation like a baseball swing. It makes it very, very, very easy to get closer to my body again because I'm already close to my body. Okay, when I go over here like this is the more modern swing, goes up and gets away. When I do the more rotational swing, it goes over here, and I'm fully turned, but this thing is still down low already. I almost have no, I don't have a lot of extra movement I need to make to get the club back down into the hitting zone, okay, near my body. So the hand path here is going to be we're going to go here, we're close to our body, then we turn, okay? So we're getting a little bit of width here, and the width really is caused by the length of my arm. This forearm is what causes this width, because it's not getting, I'm not letting it fold all the way into my body because I can't. It just stops right here, okay? So this is the width. This is the width of your golf swing. It's this forearm right here, okay? So to you, face on, it looks like this. So it looks like I have good width because it looks like my left arm is really, really extended, right? And that's because of this angle right here, okay? So that's where my width is coming from. Then my hand path comes right back down here as I'm throwing the club through like a baseball bat, okay? And when I say this, I really mean it feels like baseball. It feels like completely like baseball, like your knuckles are going right at the ball, and then it will naturally roll over through the ball. The back of your left hand will roll through the ball, and you'll just hit it perfectly in the center of the face once you learn it. So what does the hand path do after that with the rotational golf swing? So we go here, we start to turn around ourselves right here, and then from right here we recenter and then start our rotation with our hands coming in to us again right here. You can see as I continue to go through, now my whole body is almost rotated through here, and my hands are releasing. Remember, the release is this way. It's not like this. We don't go like this to release the club. We release this way. So it releases this way, and then the hand path continues around our body. Once again, the hand path continues around our body, a fist from our body here. Same thing, okay? Same as the more modern swing. Then as it continues to go around, you'll note extension, and then once again, you'll note on this side of the extension, right? Hard to keep my balance here without going forward. On this side of the extension, once again, the width is created by my forearm, the relationship of my forearm, okay, and the bend at my elbow and my right arm. It looks fully extended like my left arm did back here, okay? That's where you're getting that huge extension move like Hogan had. It looks like it's just long, like his arms are long all the way through the golf swing. Makes it look like he's got so let's say we've got 3 feet here and we've got almost 4 feet here. Almost looks like he's got a 7-foot club, a 7-foot arm here, or club, and he's swinging this thing through, bang, and he's getting all of that leverage because he's got a full 7 feet to work with, okay? So really, really, really super important that your hand path remains consistent no matter what type of golf swing you're using, whether it's the upright swing or whether it's the more rotational swing. Your hands from hip high all the way around your body should, whatever the relationship is, however they start at address, if you're 2 fists here, or if you're 1 fist like I am, or you're, Mo Norman, you're way out here with about 4 or 5 fists, that relationship must remain as constant as possible from waist high to waist high in any type of golf swing that you use. If your hands get too close, if they get too far away through the impact area because you didn't get them back in the hitting zone, in the slot we'll call it, okay? This is the slot all the way around us right here. Okay, that's what I like to think of as a slot. I get my hands, whether I'm going up like a modern swing and then getting them down into here to drive them through here into this slot, or whether I'm going around and I'm going through like a baseball swing, they still end up in basically the same place. They're just coming down at a different angle, and it's going to be almost more of a trap, okay, for the modern swing, or a scoop, depending on how you like to swing at it going through. And with the more rotational swing, it's going to be more of a sweeping kind of motion, okay. And that just depends on which plane you're coming in at, on how much you're going to sweep the golf ball, okay? We'll get into that in another lesson. So for today, I just wanted to remind you and really try to get it in your head watch where your hands go. Watch where the hand path goes, okay? If you get too out of whack on this thing and you don't get your hands, especially with the modern swing, so tough in the modern swing. You go up here and you go this way at all, it's over, okay? You got no chance to hit it solid consistently. So when you get up here and you make your weight shift, these hands have to get back down into the hitting zone about a fist away if that's where you start. You know, just make sure that however far away you start from your body here with the back of the club, that's where you got to come back down to, or even slightly inside it if you can, even closer, slightly closer. You'll find that your ball striking will improve tremendously and very, very quickly. Some people, I would even suggest that if you do this, I'm going to try to demonstrate both swings here for you so that you kind of get an idea. But some people, I would suggest, especially for the more modern swing, you're going to want to try to hit it almost off the toe. If you're a person that hits it to the right, okay, and hits slice shots, you're going to want to try to hit this off the toe. In other words, I'm going to sit here with my modern setup. I'm going to go through, my club's going to go back, I'm going to go up, okay, I'm going to change direct, I'm going to make my weight shift or my recentering move. I'm going to come and get my hands all the way back down here, cover the golf ball, okay, and then drive through it. Okay, that's what's going to have to happen here. And I've got to keep my hands along that path, right, you know, like a fist away from my hips all the way around. Okay, so let's try this. We're going to go up. We're going to come, as we make our shift, we're going to come down in here and cover the golf ball. Okay, here we go. Okay, and so that's going to allow us to hit it in the center of the face with a more modern swing. All right, and then if you're going to do the more rotational swing, which is definitely more comfortable for me and many others, we're going to go here and around ourselves, okay, and then we're going to be like a baseball swing in through here and try to keep our hands still in this fist away type of area, okay? So we're here with a baseball swing and then the release, and you'll notice a little bit of a higher finish because of this. Okay, and a little bit cleaner strike, just because it's a little bit more sweeping. Okay, maybe some questions with this, but I'm trying to hit both of the more popular swing styles right now, and excuse me, I want you to understand that even though the swings are very, very different, the most important part is that your hand path remains similar in both swings. Okay, one's coming down a little bit more vertically, one's coming a little bit more around. Either way, you have to keep the distance relationship between your hands and your body. If that relationship gets out of whack, like especially when you're coming over the top with the modern swing, you get up here and you go this way, if that happens, you're in real trouble, okay, in real trouble. So make sure that no matter what you do, especially in the modern swing, you can get up here. When you move and shift your weight here, this has to come down, okay, so that you can turn and cover the golf ball, okay? Has to happen. Okay, I think we've talked about enough for today. Leave your comments down below. Let me know how it's going. Contact me if you want individually personalized lessons. I'm happy to help you with that. And until next time, I'm Carey Hodsden, PGA at X Golf Chesapeake, and hit them long and straight, and I'll see you soon.